Welcome back to the European Journeyman save. As you can see, things are going quite well. In today's episode, we have a league game against Hertha Berlin, and then we have a DFB Pokal, a German Cup game, quarterfinal against Leipzig. We've got an AEK Athens, our last game in the Europa League phase. We're going to play that off camera in between. But since you last left us, which was... was it Bayern Munich and Leipzig? So very similar to who we're playing today. So obviously we won that. We've not lost since. We won in the Europa League and drew in the Europa League. And then we've won all 6 of our league games in between. So we have been on quite the good run. We got very lucky in this game because we actually went 2-0 down and won 3-2. We beat Dortmund pretty comfortably. We beat Freiburg 1-0. We beat Cologne 1-0. We're not scoring loads, but we are keeping lots of clean sheets, which has been really handy. Since it has been the January transfer window, we've done a bit of business. So we'll take a look. First off, the one that you already knew that was happening. Christian's come in from AGF. Obviously, we signed him from Racing Santander when we were at AGF. He was really good. He hasn't had quite the same season. He's came in and not really done too much well either. Seems like he was playing as a centre mid for them. We're playing him as an attacking mid, so we'll see if that gets the best out of him, but we've not seen too much of it yet. But he joins us for a fairly cheap £15 million deal. Obviously, he's worth about 59 million. No release clause on him, so he should be good. He's shown as a lead in Bundesliga. He's still only 20 years old. His stats look very good, and he's only going to improve. So I'm happy with it, even if he's not hit the ground running. Usually it takes players a couple games to get going. Otherwise, exits. Francesco Bruni has left the club. He never really did anything for us. He's went to Fulham for £9.75 million. Szoboszlai, obviously we signed him in the summer. He's been quite good. 6 goals, 2 assists, but we got an offer for £14.5 million for him to go to Saudi. He was out of contract at the end of the year. He didn't want to sign a new deal, so he's left, and we've made £15 million roughly on a player who didn't want to be here. A couple more youngsters have left as well. We have signed a couple of pre-contracts, so we'll go through those. Mateusz Dlogos is a Polish left-back, internationally capped. He's currently at Arsenal, playing for Brighton on loan in the Premier League. He looks really good. I don't know why he's not getting a game at Arsenal. Some of his technicals and mentals could be a bit better, but physically he's good. We do need another left-back, so he's going to come in on a free transfer next season. Another one on a free transfer. I mean, they're all free transfers. Joining us next season, Prince Yearwood. He looks very quick. Good technicals, mentals a little bit to be desired, but he's capped internationally, well, under 21s for England. He's 25-year-old English player, leading Bundesliga, got room to grow, had a season on loan at West Ham, scored 7 goals in the Prem. Other than that, has not really played much for Man City. Another one for the future. He's described as a wonder kid. I don't think he looks that good, but it's worth taking the risk. He's 20-year-old Norwegian. He's called Nordskog. He is currently at Porto. They got him on a free from Stabæk, or however you say it. He's not really played. He's played mostly just for the B team. So don't know if he's really going to be worth it, but we'll got him on a free, and if he's rubbish, we can just move him on. Next one is Antonos Michailidis. Sounds like a Greek player. He's actually there we go. He's also from Cyprus. So, but he is English. He's a right winger from Man City as well. He, again, hasn't really been playing too much, but he looks good. Again, very quick, very technical, some decent mentals. So he'll join us as another right winger. And then the last one, not a City youngster. It's 29-year-old internationally capped Ismail Gabi. He is still looking very good. Currently playing for Olympiacos, weirdly enough. Was another one that was at Man City. Barely played. He's went to Olympiacos and he's done really, really well. So he looks really good. He's going to be a top player for us, I think. So he joins us in the summer as well as our new attacking midfielder. Other than that, Petrovic is kind of kicking up a fuss because he wants to leave. I've actually started to see some good performances out of him. So I'd rather keep him. But if he does want to leave and someone wants to pony up the money for him, then that'll be just fine with me. Other than that, I mean, Hassan's been away on international duty, so we haven't used him as much. Other than that, we've pretty much had everyone. No injuries, so things have been going well. So we do play Hertha Berlin for the first game of the episode. This is the team we're going with. We've got Penders in goal. Back four of Zeki Khan, Eric Ball, Finn Jelch, and Nathan Brown. We've dropped Hassan just because he needs a bit of a rest. Escobar and Martin in midfield, and then a front four of Yildirim, Kistrin down the middle, Diao on the left, and Darwin Nunez up top. But Darwin Nunez signed a new deal, so he's extended till the end of next season as well. He's done okay, 7 and 17. I think he's been more than good enough, so happy with him for his goal contribution. He doesn't do much else but score. He can link up the play a little bit, but we've been very good. We are very much in a title challenge. If we can keep this good run of form going, I do think top four is pretty much guaranteed now. I mean, we're in the title challenge. Win today, and we're 2 points behind Leipzig, and we're pretty much neck and neck with Bayern Munich. So realistically, I think we're in a title challenge. Hopefully, Leipzig will start to drop points. We do have a cup game against Leipzig as well, so you never know. We could get a result there. But I think like I say, we're very much in the title challenge. So if we can get another win here, which we do get our first goal for Christian for the club. We haven't won the game, but we're off to a good start. It's 1-0. And like I said, that puts us just 2 points behind Leipzig. We are in a title challenge in our first season. I didn't think we were going to be in the title. I didn't think we were challenging for the title in the first season, especially not with the slow start we had. But everything's ticking along now. We've got rid of a lot of the players who just weren't really helping the club. A lot of the players just sitting in the second team. So we got rid of a lot of the dross. We've brought in a couple of players of quality. And really, we've just rounded out the team quite nicely. I still think there's problem areas. And we've just let in a very poor goal. And that's one of the problem areas is in goal. I don't think that's a good enough of a shot to be going in. I think Penders should be saving that. It's 1-1. And that really kind of downplays what I was just saying there. Because I was thinking we were right in a title challenge. We've got Christian his first goal. But that was disappointing. I mean, again, just no ball winner in midfield. Defence didn't really do enough. And goalkeeper especially did not do enough. But Christian standing over the free kick goes for the effort. Unfortunately, it's saved by the Hertha Berlin goalkeeper. And Brown will take the follow-up corner. Whips it in, and it's cleared. Yelch will get there. Christian, I thought it would drop to Christian. Darwin Núñez gets his 12th of the season. I didn't think we were going to get anything from the highlight, because we'd seen something too early. But Darwin Núñez gets another goal to his name. He's just, he's brilliant. Yildirim with a second assist. Somehow he's got the assist on that. Brilliant, 3 points away from Bayern. They've got a game in hand, but we are pretty much neck and neck with Bayern, and we are just so close behind Leipzig. We are definitely in a title challenge. Worst case scenario, I think Finn Yelch is offside here. He has put it in the back of the net, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be offside. Worst case scenario, I think we're going to finish third. He was offside. VAR rightly ruled it out. I think we're going to finish at least third, but Hertha Berlin do have themselves a free kick, and we have kept a lot of clean sheets, so I guess I can't really blame the goalkeeper too much. But we do seem to concede some pretty soft goals. And that's probably another one. I think we should be doing better there. That's not really the goalkeeper's fault, but this at least was a good game to come back for the episode, wasn't it? So lots of goals in it. 2-2 now. Not great, is it? I think Martin's having a poor game. I mean, a lot of the back line are having a poor game, including the goalkeeper. I don't think I've seen enough from Diao this season, I'll be honest with you. I think he's been, out of the four that we've had, I mean, we've used Szoboszlai for most of it. He's been probably the one who's been a little bit disappointing. Darwin Núñez, a great effort, to be fair, to get that much power on it from that distance. But in the end, a decent stop from the Berlin goalkeeper. Yildirim swipes it in. Christian doesn't even bother going up for the header. That's a little bit worrying. 2-2 going into the half. We've been the better side, but definitely a little bit poor at the back. But I think we are. If we win this, we're definitely still in the title challenge. I do think we'll probably not win the title, if I'm being totally honest. But you never know if we can keep this good run going. We are in very, very good form. And we do have an in-form striker, and that is a big difference when it comes to achieving anything. If you've got an in-form striker, you can get results where maybe you're not always the better team. Darwin Núñez gets his second of the game, makes it 3-2. We are once again back in the lead, and if we can hold on to it this time, that would be nice. Be nice if we could hold on to it this time and not go back to being level straight away. Zeki Khan down the right-hand side, swings it in, and Diao's there, and this is what I'm talking about with Diao. He has to be scoring there. It's a good chance. He doesn't score, and I think we'll be making a change based on that. Garan Kuol, who now that he's back from his long-term injury, has been involved mostly as a defensive player. Sorry, not defensive, rotation player. But he's been good. Juju will come on as well, and we will leave the rest. There's a couple of tired boys, but we don't really have another left back. We don't really have a ball winner, so we're a little bit stuck. It's 3-2. A couple of the boys are looking tired. We may have to jerry-rig a ball-winning midfielder out from somewhere. But Yildirim, I tell you what, he's definitely got the wonder kid status, and I do look forward to seeing him grow, because he's already done quite well this season. Probably not scored as many as I'd like, but he does a lot, and I'm really happy with his contribution. I thought Christian was going to get another there. I'm glad Christian's off the mark as well, because I do think he's a terrific player. And then, well, there we go. He needs to score more, and he scored there. Yildirim heard what I said. He's made it 4-2. Let's make some final subs. Let us put Eric Bowl up into the ball-winning midfielder. We will bring Hassan on. We will bring Hayden Earing on to play right back, and then we will bring Petrovic on for Christian, who is looking a little bit tired. Obviously, when we were at AGF, we did use Christian more as a striker, as the pressing forward. Obviously, with us just playing the one striker now, I think it makes a little bit more sense to play him in his natural position, which is attacking midfielder. I think, trying to force him to play up front when he's more of an attacking midfielder. If we've got two up front, that's fine, but I think with just the one up front, it makes sense to play him in his natural position. But good result here, 4-2 win, lots of goals. A little bit disappointed with the goals conceded, but we've done really well, and we seem to be clicking really well now. I don't really need to change the team too much. Oh, Darwin, he's just got to knock it on. He just needed to get the lightest of touches on it, and he's got his hat-trick, but he doesn't get it, unfortunately for him, but we still get 2 goals from him and a big win. Massive 3 points for the title race. We are in a title race, confirmed. 20 games in, 2 points behind. Our goal difference is pretty low compared to the other boys, but you never know what could happen, right? So we've got AEK Athens, which is our last game in the Europa League phase. We'll go play that off camera, and we'll come back for a massive quarter-final match in the Cup against Leipzig. All right, so we're back for the second game, which is the Leipzig game in the Cup. In between, we played AEK Athens. We beat them 4-0. So we did finish in the top 8. So we finished 6th in the Europa League. Unbeaten as well. Lovely stuff. 3 draws, 5 wins. Tottenham finished top. And as you can see, those are the rest. Those who didn't qualify. And so we will be in the round of 16. So we skip that little playoff knockout round, which is good. So we're straight in the round of 16. But we have got our cup quarter-final against Leipzig. Very tough game. One of probably the other best side left in the cup besides us. If we win this, I think we can win the whole thing, which would be nice to win a trophy in our first season. I do want to try and win the Europa League as well. The Bundesliga, we're going to go for it. We're going to be in the title challenge, but we really need to keep the consistency as good as it's been. But this is the team that we're going for the cup game. We've got Penders in goal, back four of Zeki Khan, Eric Ball, Yusuf Hassan and Nathan Brown, Escobar and Martin in midfield, and then Yildirim, Cristiano, Diao and Nunez in attack. And like I said, this is the tough one. If we can win this, hopefully they've rotated their squad. They're in the Europa League as well. So I really don't want to draw them in the round of 16. If we could get something a little bit nicer, that would be nice if we can avoid them. But we've been a little bit unlucky with the draws as Frankfurt managers so far. We got Bayern in the previous round of this cup. So if we can knock Bayern and Leipzig out, it's got to be our cup to lose at that point. That's probably the 2 best teams left in it. Christian does well, wins the ball in midfield. Martin tries to get us going forward. Yildirim switches it out wide to Diao. Last time we played Leipzig, we really struggled with the way they play. Hopefully this time we've learned a little bit and can have a better performance. Zeki Khan whips one in. Oh, Darwin Nunez as another 14th for the season. Lovely ball in from Zeki Khan. He's definitely one of my favourite players. We definitely missed him when he was out, and Earing was still definitely learning the system and all the players around him and stuff. I mean, we haven't added a load of different. I guess no, we have changed the team quite a bit, haven't we? That front four is all our signings. Martin's our signing. The back line isn't really our signing, so Bull was our signing. Okay, well, we have had quite an influence on the squad, but I was going to say there was quite a few of the players already here. Only 5 of the 11 were already here, but that doesn't matter. It's evolving, and we'll probably look to replace 1 or 2 of those as well. Probably the left back and the goalkeeper, maybe a ball-winning midfielder in the summer. I don't know what kind of budgets we're going to get. So we've got about 60 million left in the bank now. You get about 70-odd million for finishing like in the top 4 in the Bundesliga. Plus, if we get Champions League, we'll get some more money. Plus, we'll get like sponsorship money, which there's a decent amount of sponsorship at Frankfurt. I think they were 5th or something in the sponsorship table, so there's a good bit of money comes in from sponsorships as well. There isn't a whole lot of debt at the club either. There's a little bit of debt, but it's a pretty small amount considering everything that's going on. Christian did really well there, won the ball back, raced forward, but unfortunately couldn't find the finish. Does remain 1-0. I think we've been comfortably the better side here. Need to try and get that second goal just to wrap it up. But yeah, I think we've been happy. I don't think they've probably came out with their exact first team, or maybe it's just them being a little bit tired because they did play in the Europa League just a few days before, so they either rotated for that or they rotated for this, or maybe they rotated for both, a little bit of half of rotation in one, half of rotation in the other. Either way, we are benefiting because we rotated pretty much fully as much as we could for the Athens game, and we still won it 4-0, so clearly we're doing okay. But looking at that time, I remember Yüksel and Toro, and yeah, I remember a lot of these boys playing, especially that front four, so whatever they were doing against us, with that front four, we have managed to deal with it a lot better today than we did in the last game. And to be fair, in the last one, we drew it. So the fact that we're beating them quite comfortably here is definitely a good sign. Yildirim is looking a little bit tired. He's also on a yellow card, so we'll bring him off for Goran Kuol. We'll leave the rest as is. I don't want to make any changes when things are going well. 20 minutes left. I mean, this has been a pretty light affair in terms of highlights. I would expect a bigger game. One thing I've noticed Leipzig do, they take those attacking midfielders and put them out wide, but then they play them as inverted wingers and advanced playmakers. It's a very odd manager they've got. A couple of minutes left. We'll make some last subs just to get some fresh legs on. We'll bring Mapunda on as well up top. Erlbeck on the left. And Zuzul in the middle, hopefully, and we'll just chuck the time wasting up to full as well whilst we make these subs. Kill the game off. Hopefully, it won't be too much time left. 5 minutes of added time. Hopefully, no highlights come up, and we are just cruising. No highlights. Grankuol into Zeki Khan. Whips it in. Erlbeck's there, and Erlbeck gets the finishing touch. One of our own, Simon Erlbeck from the Frankfurt Academy. Rises like a salmon out of water. He did that about 10 times in the Athens game and kept putting it off target. Well, this time he scored it. He's made it 2-0 and we will progress into the next round of the Cup. The semi-finals as well. I don't know if it's a two-legged deal. I don't like that. Some cups, the semis are weirdly two-legged. Yeah, it's odd. We are at the end of the transfer window. I don't think there'll be anything else happening. I don't have any plans to sell anyone. I don't have plans to... Oh, we got a bit of money for advancing in the Cup. Yeah, I don't have plans to do anything really, so we'll just decline that. And yeah, like I say, we already know the boys coming in the summer. We don't really have any more plans to sign anyone. We don't really have any money to sign anyone. We don't really have any plans to sell anyone, so I think we'll just leave it there. So okay, so the semi-final is just one leg. Europa League. Okay, so we'll probably play 5 or so games off camera. I think we'll come back for... we'll come back. Let's come back for... Is that too early? We don't want to play them. We'll come back for Bayer Leverkusen. So we'll play the Europa League off camera, plus those 5 league games, one of them against Bayern as well. But we'll play those off camera. We'll come back for Bayer Leverkusen and Stuttgart, and that will be our next episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the European Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.